to the video. My name is Ilse and today I bring you a book tag. This is the Unpopular Opinions book tag and this was created by the book Archer. I'll leave the link down below to the original video. That was a mouthful. So this book tag is basically just a bunch of unpopular opinions book tag. Obviously, I think I already said that, but that really don't match your own opinions, like I said. Disclaimer, this is not an attack on you and things that you love. These are things that I don't like and I have some issue with for some reason, and I guess I'll explain it kind of in when I answer these. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but yeah, so like I said, this is really not an attack on the things that you love. Like I just can't, really, I can't, or I have an issue with it. But you are allowed to like them. You are allowed to love the books that I do not like. It's your opinion. This is just my opinion. So please, don't leave the hate on the comments or dislike, because I do not personally love the books that you love. So I'm sorry. We are different people living in a different world, I guess. But please. Okay, the first question is a book or series that you did not like, and for me that is very easy to say. The Shatter Me series by Tahara Mafi. I have read book 1, book 2, and novella, the first novella and the second novella, but I have not read book number 3. And the reason is because I read the second novella, which is Fracture Me, which is Adam's point of view story, I guess you could say, and I got so angry at that novella. Not because I disliked Adam, I was actually rooting for Adam, which leads to the question number 3, but let's wait for that. But Adam's character changed like literally 360 and I just dislike that. I don't understand where that came from. I was really mad, so I decided not to read Ignite Me, and yeah, here I am 3 years later and I have not read Ignite Me. Go me. A popular book or series that you enjoy but other people hate or dislike. And for me, it's gonna be kind of controversial, but I really like, well, I don't really like, I'm kind of like in the limbo of it. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't really love it. I read it when I'm in a reading slump, so it helps me. For some weird reason, it does. And that is 50 Shades of Grey trilogy by E.L. James. I have read book 1, book 2, and book 3 like 5 times already, or 6 times, because that's what I read when I kind of get into a reading slump or a book hangover, because for some reason it helps me. Well, maybe it's because it's very ridiculous, but it helps me. And I'm sorry if you hate it. It's totally fine to hate it. It's not the best thing in the world, really, but it helps me. That's a fact about me. A love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want to end it up with, and that is, if you have not read the Shatter Me series, so I'm sorry, but I don't want to spoil you, but if you have read it and you know who ends up with who, I didn't want it to end up with him because I hate him. So yeah, that's pretty much it. A note to read that I don't like, that's Ornette. I don't like it, I don't. A popular genre that you do not reach up to, and that's number 4, by the way. It's young adult contemporary. It's really hard for me to like a young adult contemporary for some weird reason. I love new adult contemporary, like I read lots of it. But for some reason, I just don't like YA contemporary. There's somehow, some way, I'm not happy with YA contemporary for the most part, like the majority of the time. But there are a few contemporaries, YA contemporaries, that I really love, like And the French Kiss, I'll Give You the Sun. I cannot remember other contemporaries or not, but those are a few. A popular or beloved character that you do not like. Warner from the Shatter Me series. Again, I don't understand. I don't get it. I can't. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love him. I can't love him for some reason. I just can't see past him and his justifications for what he did, or I can't. Sorry. not really. A popular author that you cannot seem to get into, and that is Maggie Stiefvater. Like, I mean, I really can't really judge because I've only read one book by her, and that is The Raven Boys. But it was really hard to get into the first book for so many reasons, but I'm hoping, or I'm trying not to let that get me down and just go ahead and read the rest of the series, which I will at some point because, you know, it's complete and I can just marathon it, so yeah, don't get mad. A popular book trope that you're tired of seeing, and that is basically like the whole, I don't know if this is a trope, that you could call it a trope. I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm really tired of seeing like the guy who have this troubled past and he did all these awful things, and then here comes this girl who is going to like make everything better, or kind of like forgive everything, and she's gonna become a better person type of thing. I hate that. Mostly in YA, because mostly what I read in YA is like fantasy stuff, and you cannot forgive that kind of shit. I mean, what is wrong with the world? But again, I don't know. That's just me though. I mean, there's other tropes that I dislike. Like I hate love triangles if done well. What else? I hate the whole. I mean, I don't know what else you could say. I guess those are like the two main ones that I can think of right now at the top of my head that I'm kind of tired of seeing. But we'll still see a lot of it in the books. So. Question number 9, the book is better than the movie. Which movie is better than the book? I would have to say The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I hated the first book so much, oh my god. The first book was so hard for me to get into for so many reasons. It took me weeks to finish it. It just dragged on and nothing was happening. And the movie, it was like everything was happening so fast, and I love Dylan O'Brien, so it just made everything better, even though it was kind of weird. Not weird, it was different from the book, but I really didn't really care for that, so I'm just happy. So those are all the questions that I have for you. I don't know what to ask because I never do know what to ask. But please tell me down below if you've read any of the books, like the Shatter Me series, and if you like it or not. I don't know. Tell me something down below. And please also, no, actually, I want to know what is a trope that you're tired of seeing. Doesn't matter if it's YA, middle grade, or new adult. I want to know a trope. Because apparently I cannot think of original tropes that I dislike or am tired of seeing. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!